the movies like that side.
Welcome to another video. Today we have a guest. He goes by the name Happy. He's been a subscriber of the channel or follower of the channel for quite some time, and I wanted to bring him on just to share a bit of his insight. As you might have read the title already, he managed to get a job in 2025 without a degree. So this is not just to say whatever he did is exactly what's needed. It's just to share a bit of insight on what he has done to manage to get to where he is, and especially since it's been part of the channel for some time, so maybe you might get some bit of insight or what he learned from the channel and how that actually made it to be like that. Okay, so without further ado, let's welcome him, and yeah, you can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm JP, and I'm a junior software developer, and I'm also a student as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that part, that when I say without a degree, it's actually still studying a degree that is not like software development or computer science. So I found that a bit interesting, hence we have him today. As I did iterate before, we're not saying what he did is exactly what you need, like what will work exactly as it did for him, just to share a bit of insight and probably help you out as well. He also does content as well. I think I've seen him on TikTok. I'll just link all of his social in the description, and you can also see them right on the screen right now. So he's doing quite a bit, content student, and also now a junior developer. Yeah, I think he got the job about 4 months ago.
4 months ago.
So how's it going so far?
It's been a lot of learning, to be honest. Because before I started, I realized that I thought I knew a lot about the space, but as I started working, I'm realizing that there's a lot to learn in the space. But so far, so good. It's just a bit of balancing school work.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's been.
Okay, you're doing not quite sure of the degree is public private.
It's public management, international.
Okay, how did you get to the software space, or like how did you get interested into doing software development? Like public management is just something a bit different. It's not in like direct line of IT. Like how did you get into the software space and get interested? I mean, like working on a MacBook now.
Yeah.
We can hear.
Yeah. So started in 2023. So I had a roommate. So I was still doing my best at that time. So I had a roommate. So I studied exercise. Like I was doing sharing.
Yeah.
So I would see him doing like assignments. So initially I had no interest. But yeah, as time went by, towards the end of the year, he told me that I can still get into the industry without having a degree. And then I was like, nah, I'm not interested.
This was before like AI was too crazy. It was still kind of new, but not like adopted.
I think it was still like GPT 4.5.
Yes. I thought it was like the highest model that was like. Yeah.
So towards the end of the year, like I think a few weeks after he told me that I can get into the space without a degree, I bumped into a YouTube video of someone who's like he was talking about like a roadmap to software development. I watched it. That's when my interest started. Then I started watching more videos. Then I realized that this is something that I can go into. After my final exam, because I was still writing my exams at that time. Exactly. Immediately that way after writing, that's when I started learning, going to YouTube. Picked up HTML and CSS tutorial.
Still 2023.
Yeah. That was November 2029. Still at 32.
Okay, so you stumbled into this software, and then now you are interested. It's 2023, almost the end of 2023. We're in 2025 now, and you managed to get a job in that space. I've seen you putting some stuff on TikTok, like now you're in the, like you're aware of software and such thing on YouTube or not now. What like were your next steps or goals or guidance? Like what was the plan for them?
So you mean immediately after I started learning?
Yes, after you started learning, you were targeting to do front end, or you already like you've already had the idea of what you want to be and the steps that you want to choose from that?
Okay. Yeah. So immediately, I didn't have like a proper roadmap. So yeah, I used like YouTube to sort of like what's the roadmap to things. So I found out that FULLSTACK is the one that I can get into because I can do like something. So yeah, I started with front-end initially, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Then I started learning playwrights. After that, I went to
Can see. And came around that. Yeah, if you want the match, link in the description to see it's real. It's not like just a picture. You can continue.
yes. So from there, I then went to learning the backend. I did like Node.js, Spice.js. So yeah.
I mean, like JS is a very good language to start with, especially because you can use it both ends. So it's like it's much easier. It's not gonna be a foreign thing. Just gonna even especially when you're using Express still. Yeah.
So from there, I went to started building the project. So before I built I think on my TikTok there's a video where I was building like a job board, FULLSTACK. So I wasn't confident in my skills. So with that project, that's when everything started changing because I managed to get a fully FULLSTACK job board project working initially from scratch. So that gave me a lot of confidence. Like, I can do this. So,
Okay. Is this 2024 now?
we started to mid-2024.
Okay. So you've done a couple of projects now and they're working. Are you deploying them or just leaving them locally? What are you doing about them? Like, I know we're talking about them on TikTok, and are they also deployed in like part of your CV or is like applying type?
Yes, some of them are deployed, some of them are finished, some are not.
Yeah, I know. They can't go that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but the job board, it was my first projects that I deployed. Yeah, it's live. Yes. It's just not perfect because now, as I've gone naturally.
You can see that. Nah, that's the thing. I think one of the things that stops people, even myself, include that you will do a project and then like when you are about to or you're in the midst of it, you are like, no, nah, this actually can be much better. And then you go back and you try to change everything again, and then you're like thinking like you just turn out to overthink the thing and up until like you don't get the project out. But it's actually better for you to finish the entire project, let it work, and then you can perfect. I know sometimes you might not even come back, but it's still you still have a project out. And then if you had to maybe go to an interview with the want to resubmit it, and then you can focus on perfect it, which is much better because you have a working project. Yeah. So mid 2024, we've done a couple of projects. Now, how did you end up like? Seeing how did you find this job opportunity that you're currently working? So it's a junior software developer, right? Yeah, and you're a student, you got a junior software developer position. How did you manage to do that, especially not being in the computer space? Maybe let's start from your projects. How many, okay, you mentioned them, like, other than projects, what else did you focus into or prepare in terms of like, before you got into the interview, before getting to the interview, how did you get a hold of the position? Where were you putting yourself in?
Oh, awesome. So I got the job on by LinkedIn. Yeah, it's still works.
Still works.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I've been gotten anything by LinkedIn in a while. So yeah.
But the funny thing is that I think it's important for me to mention. I've been applying for jobs since 2024 around July.
Cool.
But I wasn't applying for anything intentionally. Getting a job.
Just friendly back. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's July 2024 for it started applying, but just trying to see what's happening. But obviously, as much as you can have the project and all of that stuff, and you just and do something unless it's your own darkness. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So from there, I haven't been doing a lot of like networking. But so one thing that I did was, which is a story that I think I should share. So in 2024, mid-year, there was a career fair at times. I think it was the second day, he came. I think he came to the career fair. Yeah, and so I went to. It was for 2 days, but I went to. Yeah.
Okay.
I went there on the first day, and then I saw you posting on like stuff like open your Instagram. Then I realized that no shit. Then tomorrow I went there. Try to tell a couple of people about my situation, that I don't really degree, that I failed projects and stuff. So I don't wanna lie, a lot of people were like, nah,
That's not
it's like DJ people.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah,
That's the reality.
yeah. Yeah, I was like, nah, that's cool. So right when I was about to leave, I went to this other company. So I met this guy who sort of became my mentor now. So yeah, we exchanged numbers, we got to come in. So he was so impressed about my energy, like everything, like carries food, like
Yeah.
so yeah, he has been like helping me a lot in my career, telling me about the things that I should be focusing on. Yeah, that's one thing that I think about being myself.
That's actually one of the things that we create on this channel, of course. Network, build your portfolio, and wait for the right opportunities. Like, it's not gonna be the next day or whenever, but when the opportunity comes, you should be ready and try to put yourself in this position. Use the career fairs and go talk to people like, okay, this is my situation. The career fairs are made for that. I feel like people don't utilize that, question out about that before, but I guess it's a testament to say you managed to find a mentor through that. You managed to see what companies are looking for, as much as it might not be you at the time, but you are quite aware now what the industry is like because you went to engage with people. So I guess it's kind of repetitive because we always discuss this on the channel, do this, do that. I even don't say it as much because I feel like I'm putting myself way too much. Okay, cool. We've done projects, we've networked, and yeah, now that you've got the interview via LinkedIn, how was the interview process like and all of that? Yeah.
So I applied on via LinkedIn. So yeah, and then after applying, I got a message from someone working at the company about just filling out the form, about asking some questions about myself. I filled in the form.
That's the recruiter.
It was someone working there.
You applied, and this conversation or the form, is it already about the job, or you just looking?
So it was the feedback.
Okay.
So I filled out the form. After that, started doing I got a technical assessment where I had to create like a project, did that.
So it's a take-home assessment. I like those.
Yeah. So I did the take-home assessment, submitted, and then after that, I got another email where they would invite me for like online interview. So we did that interview as well. After that, that's how I got
Okay. Kind of like a three-step interview. Okay. You apply, get the feedback, and then fill out that form, they give you assessment, and then went to the interview, online interview. The online interview, did it focus on like what kind of interview was it? Like going through your project and then asking you about what you wrote here, and also some general stuff.
So they were more of to get to know about my journey.
Okay.
So it was more of like
that you too technical.
Yeah, nothing. But there was a technical question. Yeah, but it was more of like getting to know myself.
Okay, so now you are in Gauteng and working for a company remotely, and you are still studying as well. And all this stuff. How is everything going? Like how's it going? I'm fine. Sure.
How is that been?
Yeah, how has it been like work managing the two? How is the workloads and how is the study load reported?
So I would say, I mean, I started like study load, so it's not active. But now I have like 3 modules, so just finishing up. And then school-wise, it does get hectic when I'm writing tests, exams. Yeah, but work-wise, it's manageable. I think when you're doing something that you enjoy, like you even get to feel like
The practice does like
yeah. Because even when I'm working, like when I'm putting in maybe 8 hours or something, I don't feel like tired.
You are focused on like solving this problem and your mind is on there to learn more. Okay.
So I still able to work to study after work.
Okay, so your probation time is over now and your 4 months in.
Oh, this is the problem.
Okay. Now that's nice. That means you've survived the first 10 months. You can definitely survive them. You're still planning on finishing your degree or are you focusing on just now? Like,
So I'm still gonna finish.
Okay.
I'm in my final year. So it's like 1 month left now.
Oh, you're in your final year?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. You're in your second one. That's just that we've been meaning to shoot this video for a while. I've forgotten some of the details, but yeah. Okay. Now, I think we have covered most of the things. Anything that you might want to add or that I might have missed? I think that's
So, I would say, you mean like maybe you can share some advices?
Yeah, some advice on how, anything that we might have missed in this conversation that you think might have boosted you as well.
Yeah, I would say like in terms of like building projects, I would say, because everyone says build projects, but what do you mean project? So I would say try to understand what people are doing. Let's say you want to work for a specific one. Try to understand what the developers are working on and try to sort of get close to what
Aligning yourself with it. Especially if you're trying to
So for instance, when you're building a backend, you can't just be doing case needs.
You are not a backend developer because the cards we have AI at this point, they can do that. So you need to focus on solving problems that are a bit more complex. I get you.
Yeah, so you can implement things like maybe catching on your backend, agility. Yeah, those things.
You see, once you bring that at a junior level, they'll see that you know what you already know what you have to do. Because the back end, if we're talking about data, and most of those things is gonna be trying to make the system efficient to handle data, whether it's going to be that you're catching, rate limiting, or making it secure. So if you focus more on those things, makes you an overall good backend developer, not having just static. It's not static because it's in class, but I mean it's the equivalent of HTML and CSS in the front end, because without JS, what are you really doing? But okay.
Yeah, so I would say like also being able to present, like learning the administrative stuff by being able to like try to simulate what you'll be doing at the work, like things like not like you can't be even when you're working on the side project. I would say I would advise people to also create functions or work on quick advances. Because when you're working at a company, you're not working on the main part. So for every feature,
some people don't even push to GitHub or push it, and they just have it there. Then you still have to relearn like the Git and if you start early at your own pace without the pressure, that's the good. I think the also thing that I've seen is that some hackathons and forces that like if you're gonna be in a group or like in a hackathon you meet other people, you have no choice but to work so like ranges and like version control and all of that, but you have to all contribute. So that kind of helps, as much as it might not help you get a job per se, helps you gain that experience. You get into the hackathon without knowing version control, and by the time you're done, you already know something. Okay.
Yeah, I would say those are the things. If there's one last thing, I would say try to present your projects well, like having a proper reading file. Because when someone, like having a proper reading file, like does actually your project as a deployed version and then also presenting it in a technical form and GitHub, taking a proper review file, explaining what your project does. Because if let's say I'm a senior and I'm looking at the project, I don't have time. It's not on the other projects that I still
Yeah.
review. So yeah, let's
To see the overall and like see if it's good enough for me to dive in. So the README will be the one to say, okay, let's building this, these are the stack, and then you get it here. Make sense. Okay, I think we've come to the end of the video. I'm not sure if we made a movie. 20 minutes not that bad if they want to think they're gonna pay attention to it. But okay, thanks for coming through, and yeah, that's mostly it. Don't forget to follow him on TikTok and the other social platforms that I've linked in the description. For the match, link in the description as well. Yeah, I'll see you on the next one. This is the end. Cool.